Guys, I have found something crazy in the charts I need to show you right now. This pattern has been playing out previously, and the last time it happened, it led into something crazy for Bitcoin. So I'm going to talk you through everything you need to know on this particular chart. I'm also going to talk, of course, about Bitcoin on shorter time frames, and about the traditional markets. So welcome back everybody, my name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. Guys, let's begin by talking about, actually not on the, well, what we can say on the weekly time frame here is that we are still below the very important resistance line right here. It's currently sloping down. It's currently right at $39,000. So, I mean, if we have another pump here, let's see, just know that this is going to be the resistance. But if we're able to break through this level, that is very good for Bitcoin on the longer time frames. And on the shorter time frames, on the 4-hourly time frame, you can see that we had a nice little impulsive move yesterday, got into the second orange box here. Now, this is the big resistance, of course, as I've been talking about. But right now, we are in between these orange boxes. So this is going to be big resistance if we're able to break through that. Of course, very bullish for Bitcoin, but just know that this is indeed big resistance at this point. So I wouldn't expect us to just, tear through this immediately, just like you have been able to see here. Got rejected here as we were approaching it, got rejected as we got into it. And now let's see what happens. At least we are making a couple of higher lows here. So that's a good thing to keep watching out for on the shorter time frames. But there's actually one very important chart I want to talk about. Before we do that, on the traditional markets, we did find the massive support at $4,118. Now, what I said is that if we break down from this particular level, this orange line, we have a massive, a pretty deep move down to the next level of support, which is 3,852. So luckily for us, this actually did hold here, went up. Look at this. This is textbook. Went up, had this little bit of a bull flag. You know that this is, it's actually becoming one of my most reliable patterns recently whenever you see these bull flag patterns, because usually they lead into another impulsive move to the upside. And yes, you did see this impulsive move to the upside. And right now in traditional markets, we are, much higher than we were just a couple of days ago, 2 days ago here. So, of course, traditional markets are closed today. This is how we closed yesterday. On Sunday evening, we are going to see where this is going to go. It's going to open up at a pretty bullish price point here. And then we have the resistance at 4,415, we have 4,471, and then we have 4,540. And guys, if you want to trade this volatility, you're able to claim a $4,530 bonus over on Bybit. Also, if you want to earn passive income on your crypto, make sure to use the Axe exchange where you are able to do so. Now, I want to talk about this pattern. So as you know, I have been talking about realized profit and loss recently, and how in general, when you see a lot of realized loss, it usually is very close or at the bottom. So what does it mean, realized loss? Well, if you take every single Bitcoin transaction and you watch where those Bitcoin were acquired, so then you're able to see if the Bitcoin is being sold at a profit or at a loss. Meaning, if I am selling Bitcoin right now, so I have my Bitcoin in my wallet, I'm transferring it to the exchanges, meaning I'm most likely going to sell it. So let's say the Bitcoin price is at $40,000. Well, on the chain, because everything is transparent, we're able to see when those Bitcoin were transferred into my wallet. And let's say the Bitcoin price was at $50,000 when they were transferred into my wallet, and today the Bitcoin price is $40,000 when I'm transferring into the exchanges, means that I am selling at a loss, because again, I bought them at $50,000, which is what the on-chain data has been telling us, and then I'm selling it at $40,000, which is what the on-chain data is also telling us, because I'm moving those Bitcoin finally, most likely to an exchange. So if we watch what's going on here, you can see that we have a level in the Bitcoin price here where a lot of people were selling at a massive loss here. So this is the first one. Okay, this is the first peak here. This was actually in May in 2021 when Bitcoin really started to go down. And then we have a second peak here. Bitcoin continued to trend down. People continue to sell at a massive loss here. Okay, and then you have a second peak, or a third peak, I should say, where people sold Bitcoin. I think this price was at somewhere around $31, maybe $32,000. Okay, Bitcoin is being sold at a massive loss here as well. And then you have this small little peak. Bitcoin continued to trend down, but you have this and you have this. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have two massive peaks, one in between, and then two of those before Bitcoin then started to really take off here and go to the upside. All right, very interesting. Now let's look at recent times. Well, we have some similarities. So you got again 1 here. It's looking more like a 4, but excuse my bad, I'm not a very good drawer. But yeah, this is a 1, although it looks like maybe a 4. So this was the first one, okay? Then what do we have? In between, we have also this one, just like you saw right here. You have this, and look at this. This is where we formed the bottom. This is when Bitcoin, again, went down to $30,000. So this was probably lower. This was probably like $28,000 or so. What do we have after that? Well, you have the 4th, which would be this one. Okay, you have the 4th and the 5th. So you have these peaks right here. So you have the same kind of structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Bitcoin took off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, is Bitcoin going to take off in a similar manner as we have been seeing here? So remember, this is when Bitcoin went from $28,000 or so up to the previous all-time high, or the latest all-time high at $69,000. So very interesting chart to keep watching here. The realized loss. So if you want me to keep updating you on this and whatever is going to happen here, let me know that in the comment section. All in all, my strategy remains the same, guys. I'm going to continue to buy the dip if we go any lower. I mean, buying at the $30,000, just like I said on Twitter, buying Bitcoin at around $30,000 is too cheap to pass on. This was posted almost a week ago or five days ago or so. And by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure to follow me there as well. But yeah, every opportunity I get to buy Bitcoin at the $30,000 vicinity, I am going to be a buyer at that level. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you are going to have a fantastic Saturday. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.